When we tell people the commandments, they almost instantly have a personality change. Have you guys ever noticed that? You tell somebody that they got to keep the commandments, they're like, oh, wait a minute. They become a completely different person. And many of them don't even want to be friends with us anymore. But Christ commands us to love one another, and he gives us an example. Jump backwards in this same chapter to John chapter 15, verse 12. Now look at how many times he's going to tell you the same thing. And by the end of this message, hopefully you're going to figure out why. He says, this is my commandment, that ye love one another. And we like, how? And he says, as I have loved you. Okay, well, what did he do for you? He forgave you. Did he forgive you once? He forgave you repeatedly. So when you're loving somebody else, what do you need to do? You're going to have to forgive them once, 7 times? 70 times 7. You're going to have to keep doing that because that's how he loved us. Okay, what about the benefit of the doubt? Anybody ever heard that? Like, I got a lot of people in my life and I just doubt what they're saying. I doubt it, bro. You know how you make that face where you shoot out the lip? You're like, I doubt it, but I'm still going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to disqualify you in advance. I'm going to see what you're going to do because we don't believe what people say. We believe what people do. He says, this is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. Watch, verse 13. He says, greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for who? Okay, this part is very important because he's making a transition from them being servants to being friends. And this is the same transition that we need to make. First off, when he gathered them, did he call them Christians? He didn't call none of them Christians. What did he call them? Disciples. Why? Because what were they receiving from him? Discipline. Okay, so you guys off top, you are disciples because you are coming into the discipline. The discipline is the keeping of the commandments. Once you begin to walk in that and you're serving him and your heart is changed and your mind is changed and your actions are changed, then something else changes. You go from being a servant to being his friend. And there is no greater love than that a man will lay down his life. Does it say for his servants? It don't say for his disciples either. It says for his friends. Now he gives you the definition of what it means to be the friend of yahawashi. This is very important. Give me the next verse. He says, ye are my friends if you do whatsoever I command you. What? You mean I don't get to be his friend just because I know his name? Nah. He said, there's a condition on this thing. See, you might know me, but we're not friends. I don't really like you until you're like me. You see that? See, because we like people that are like us. Now, Christ is like, oh, yeah, you can be my servant. But when you become like me, now we are friends. What does it take for me to be the friend of Christ? I need to keep his commandments. Hallelujah.